you have for TRIGGA some project besides the music or connection with music?
So to be direct with you, we have a couple projects. We got some film projects that we're gonna be working on to outside of music videos to give more of a global visual about lifestyle and culture, not only here in Chicago, but in the United States, period, and on a global level. Outside of that, we're also working on projects, community projects, to create and coordinate resources to the most in need people in the Chicagoland area. So that's a big thing about us being able to give back to the people. That's something that he's real heart bent on doing, making sure that the people have opportunities and resources to pull themselves up by the bootstraps and elevate to another level in life. So the not just the music, the film, the nonprofit work, the work in the community, that's what we're trying to focus on right now.
So it's only positive project?
Only positive projects. He came home, when he came home, one of his big things that he wanted to do was change the narrative. You know, and when I say change the narrative, it was like make music that promotes other things than just, hey, ops and violence and things of that nature. We know that's a reality of life, especially in the impoverished areas, but that doesn't mean that we have to promote that narrative. He has to promote that narrative in all his music because there's other things to life as well. And he's been enjoying life. We've been working with other people. We've been networking with other people. And we standing on that about everybody being happy, collectively happily, and getting some money and enjoying life.
Okay, it's a goal to get some money.
Oh, you gotta have some money. You don't have no money, you ain't shit.
You know? Get some money, man. Get some motherfucking money, man.
I got one question for you. Saxony was probably one of the hardest with the doing music back in the day, but you missed the year. Like schedule. You remember this era even if you was in prison?
To be real, ain't no telling what I would be at if I never go to jail. But one thing I will say is when it came to the beginning of the drill shit, I'm gonna say Edai. He the king of that shit. You know what I'm saying? People try to say like Pac-Man from Joe City. He used to talk that shit, but I'm talking about like the back and forth with the ops. You got Doug and Edai, they was going back and forth. So I'm gonna say Edai on my end, the king of that shit. They probably say Doug on their end, but I'm speaking for myself. Edai the king of that shit, and 600 don't get the representation or the props that they supposed to get. It follows that everybody want to take that crown, but they got to get that to Edai.
He was one of the first to start.
That was one of my closest people. You know what I'm saying?
That was our brother, man.
Yeah.
That was our brother, and I know it pains him a lot with certain things when it concerns. Long live Cooper, his spirit don't live with us forever. But something that people gotta understand, 600 created the drill movement, which is a cultural movement.
Yeah.
So anytime you can take something from a neighborhood, from a community, and this little stretch of territory, which consists of even the guys that they were into it with, collectively, that whole area, you know, and from 600, from Front Street, all that. MOB, Dro City. When you collectively look at all that, and you like, wow, from here, this moved the world, not just the city. This moved the world. The lingo, the culture, the movements, the swag. Everybody like, damn, these guys is hot, and we fucking with it.
Somebody came at me like, nah, Chief Keef, but Edai was before Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying?
Started before Chief Keef.
Yeah, Edai started before Chief Keef.
Cooper's older than Sosa.
Yeah, he older. Yeah.
He older, so I mean, I think like Cooper would have been like 35, somewhere up in there. And so Sosa and them is all like 30.
Yeah. Shit like 29, 30, shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you also had famous 600, Rio, Hoodo. They were always the Bezel Boys at the time, before Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? So when you want to talk about our history, you get deeper than just Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? I ain't taking nothing away from him.
Definitely not. Sosa did his
thing.
thing.
My boy, you know what I'm saying? And he kicked that dough down. You feel me? But when it comes to us talking about our history and the culture of that drill shit, you can't mention that shit without mentioning Edai.
So no one mentioned Edai. So you're saying Before Chief Keef, it was the law of the rappers.
Before Chief Keef too?
It was the law of the rappers. Like the Tolachi.
Yeah. You got the rappers that was rapping then, they don't rap now because they got discouraged. You know what I'm saying? Because Chief Keef started rapping and got on like that. So you got artists, King Louie. He was rapping for
Louie definitely. I salute King Louie. I always fuck with Louie music, you know, because they younger than me. These my little brothers. So they struggle in the streets and shit they had going on. That wasn't necessary. The older guys struggle and I beef the politics of the streets. But we understand the politics of the streets. So we understood that they were just going through a stage in life where we all had to go through. That's why we don't never knock them for whatever choices they have made in life, because all men gotta make choices. So you don't knock nobody for the choice in the path he gotta take to ultimately become who he gonna be.
Okay, you're right. So only God can know it, but if you've never been in prison, have you ever to what you would have done?
To be honest with you, I'm gonna speak honestly, even in front of my big brother. If I never went to jail, I think I'd probably be dead right now.
Oh, okay.
Because back then, even when my little brother died, I had that I ain't give a fuck mentality attitude. I didn't care what I did.
So you're saying jail is a true?
Yeah. I mean, we want to go in there and do 10 years. So, you know, I was mad about it, but now that I'm old and think about it, yeah, I probably would have been dead.
So after 10 years, now you have a new mentality, new objective, new positivity, everything new.
Yeah.
So it's a new trigger.
Yeah. So yeah, everything I'm doing is the opposite of what would have been doing back then.
You have no regrets? No,
I ain't got no regrets because everything I've been through made me who I am today. Build my character. So no, I want to change it.
No, okay.
Yeah, I want to change it.
You want the best for the future?
Yeah.
I wish you the same.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that.
Okay. Very good. You have the last word if you want.
Just check out for the projects, man. We Team 600, 600 Trigga. Everything is constantly evolving and elevating. We got clothing line.
No secrets.
Shout out to No Secrets, man. That's our brother Odie.
Falati.
We got Falati.
Yeah.
Just check. We got projects going.
I can but.
We got projects. Just support our projects internationally, and we'll be there to support things that y'all got going on there as well.
We'll be there to support you.
Yeah, for sure. We appreciate that. Vice versa.
Okay, thank you for